This flying kaiju says to Kafka, "I found you." But why? Was Kafka the strongest? Or did this kaiju sense that Kafka was a weak person he could easily control? This didn't happen. This 30-year-old man, whose future seemed bleak, now lifts cars and shows his muscles like a young boy, using the power of KAIJU himself. So, why did this kaiju choose Kafka? Kafka is neither particularly strong nor controlling his body. It's not that the kaiju can't control Kafka's body. It simply doesn't want to. To explain this, I have 3 theories inspired by old Reddit posts. I read all the chapters of Kaiju number 8 in a day to update these theories and explain why this dragonfly kaiju chose Kafka, what's happening in the kaiju world, and where these kaiju come from. Theory number 1 asterisk. According to this theory, there are 2 types of kaiju, not yoju and hounju, but good and bad kaiju. Good kaiju want to help humans so they can coexist, like the dragonfly kaiju. Bad kaiju, like 9, want to dominate the world alone. This idea is foreshadowed in Chapter 66, when Vice Captain Sashiro takes Kafka to Ryunei Shine's place for hand-to-hand combat training. When they leave, Kafka sees a samurai spirit who fought kaiju in the Edo period. This samurai was controlled by the dragonfly kaiju before, explaining Kafka's visions. The ancient methods of killing kaiju are unknown, but Sashiro reveals that the Edo period had the most epic human kaiju battles, resulting in many deaths, and suggests the samurai used the kaiju's power, just as Kafka did when stopping Kaiju number 10's Yoju bomb. If that bomb had fallen, the Tizikawa base would have been destroyed, leading to his capture by the defense force. The samurai likely faced a similar fate when his powers were revealed, leading to his death and the dragonfly kaiju seeking a new host in Kafka. This connection makes the samurai visible only to Kafka. However, it doesn't explain what makes Kafka and the samurai special enough for the kaiju to choose them. Theory number 2 asterisk. Kafka is a hybrid. The manga hasn't shown if 2 kaiju can create a 3rd kaiju, but kaiju number 9 creates others on his own, suggesting kaiju don't need partners. Like Hounjo coming from Yoju, kaiju can reproduce alone. Some kaiju can transform into humans, and one might have transformed into a human, resulting in hybrids like Kafka. This explains why Reno couldn't hear the dragonfly kaiju, but Kafka could. This hybrid nature could be why the kaiju chose Kafka. Theory number 3, my favorite. The dragonfly kaiju is Kaiju number 9's son. Kaiju number 9 likely created several kaiju with specific purposes, like Kaiju 10 for fighting and Kaiju 15 for killing Kokoro of Shinomiya. The dragonfly kaiju was created to learn from humans. Kaiju number 9 wants to understand human concepts like love, justice, law, and God. This kaiju learns, as seen when Kafka urinates in public and Reno corrects him. The kaiju never repeats the mistake, showing its learning. In Chapter 18, Kaiju number 9 severely injures Reno, and Kafka attacks him. These attacks, which Kafka had never done before, suggest the dragonfly kaiju is learning and defending Kafka's friends. In Chapter 37, Kafka loses control of his body during a fight with Director General Isao Shinomiya. The dragonfly kaiju fights Isao, thinking he'll kill Kafka. Kafka regains control, fearing he'll harm his friends, showing the kaiju's growing bond with Kafka. In Chapter 45, Kafka struggles to transform, fearing he'll hurt his friends. Once Kafka convinces himself he won't, he transforms again. The dragonfly kaiju, scared from the Isao fight, influenced Kafka's hesitance to transform. So, why does this kaiju fight Kaiju number 9, its creator? Similar to Kaiju number 10 and Vice Captain Sashiro, where Kaiju number 10 wants to fight alongside Sashiro after losing to him, the dragonfly kaiju has turned against its creator to gain knowledge. This is what we see throughout Kaiju number 8. These were my 3 theories. Which one do you like the most? Let me know in the comments.